crawlers, yeah, we hitting the scene. Dad and Michael on the mic, the dream team. Afterthoughts, yeah, the crown on the beam. Scales on scales, it's the RC regime. 110 crawling through the rugged terrain. Mud on the tires, ain't no stopping the game. 118 hitting tight lines, precision insane. 124.
Here we are again, live on YouTube with Afterthoughts RC, Dad's Micro RC Garage. How are you doing today?
I'm grand, man. How are you doing?
I'm really good. There's lots of stuff going on in the RC world, and I've been busy doing a few projects and hoping to film a video tomorrow for a secure brushless motor review.
And that's in your little blue truck, your 118 truck?
Yep, that's in the Easy RC, which is an FMS budget brand, Glacier, but you peel the Glacier badge off and it says Chevrolet underneath. It's a great scale looking truck, but the motor and servo are no good, underpowered for what it is. So fix that up with a PTK servo and the secure brushless system.
Are any of the parts cross-compatible with any of the other FMS stuff?
So yes and no. I've seen a couple people do FCX 24M axles, which would make this wider. I don't really want to make it any wider. I just want to keep it nice and scale looking. So no, it's going to have to be like a Franken build. There's not a lot of direct bolt-on parts for the Glacier.
Okay.
But I think it's just going to be my tow rig. It's never going to be very capable. The approach angle is not great. It's too long, but it's a good trail truck and will be perfect for towing a trailer.
Okay. So speaking of FMS, you did something. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I think everybody's probably aware that the FCX 18-2 was released this past Friday, I think, or Thursday maybe. But FMS announced it recently, and they started with the Ford F100. Let me share the screen for those that maybe haven't seen it yet. We'll take a look at it together. Let me scroll all the way back to the top. So it comes in three colors. The cerulean light blue, red, and the blue and white, which is the one I went with. They are selling optional bodies. It looks like the only one that's left is the optional green and white body. Let me see if I can find a picture of that one. I'm struggling to find a picture, but the redesigned FCX 18 looks really, really nice. They've fixed the low-hanging transmission and moved the motors up front, so better forward weight bias, less to hang up on here underneath the chassis. Magnet mounts, so these look just exactly like the FCX 10 magnets for the lights, but this holds the whole body on, which is very nice and convenient because the previous generation of the FCX 18, you had to unscrew the body to get to it. Counter-rotating drive shafts, straight axle instead of portals on the new setup, but I was looking before we started the show, there's the green truck, the green and white one. So they are selling different colored bodies, and it looks like they're selling out quick because that one's no longer available. But I was looking here at the extra parts and noticed that we've got the FCX 18-2 rear axle assembly diff and portal axle. So portal axles are available, but it comes with a straight axle out of the box, which I like the straight axle, so I'll see how I like it, but I might throw portals on it down the road. So they are.
Would you be able to mullet that and just do a rear portal?
I don't see why not. If it's like the previous FCX 18s, you could just flip the direction of your diff gears to reverse the rotation. But yeah, that would be something to try. I don't know if anybody has tried it yet, but for $12 you can get the portal axle conversion. So that might be something to add on to it down the road.
That'd be cool. Okay.
That would be very cool. I have seen some pre-release materials from FMS, and brushless is coming soon, it sounds like. And the other wheelbase is going to be 160 millimeters, where the F100 is 199 millimeters. So both of those will be longer than any of the SCX 24s.
I'm still
So
confused
I'm
why they
excited
didn't.
to get my hands on it.
I don't understand why they didn't release this brushless to begin with.
I don't either. They should have, honestly. If given the option to buy brushless, I would have gone brushless. But I wanted to get my hands on it early, so I went ahead and took the brushed option. And I can upgrade it to brushless later on down the road. I might even just throw in their brushless system when they start releasing the brushless versions of these trucks.
Gotcha.
I've never driven a brushed FCX 18. My only true FCX 18 is my LC80, which I can't reach, but I really like the brushless system in it.
Let's see if I have one within arm's reach. I feel like I do. I got it. So it took away this low hanging spot in it, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, that's been redesigned. It's got a flat skid. It's a much larger skid. So I think the links are actually a little bit shorter because it's got such a wide, long skid.
Okay, so it's a big fat skid from front to back here.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Probably double that size. And dead short, my FCX 18.2 arrives Thursday evening. So hoping to spend with it next Friday and work my way around the truck and get my review video out shortly after that. I may dive into it and open up. Oh, I love my FCX 18. It's one of my go-tos. Let me grab mine, because if you've got an FCX 18 and you've not done it yet, Opie Factory on Etsy sells a flat skid conversion. It does raise your center of gravity slightly, but I think it's well worth the trade-off. You can see my skid on this one is flat now. So I don't hang up on that transmission anymore, which is well worth, I think it was like 30, $40, something like that, to get the flat skid conversion for the FCX 18.
I need to do that. I need to build this.
I highly recommend it. It fixes the truck. It gives you better clearance, and you don't hang up on that stupid transmission all the time. It's really the way it should have been designed, in my opinion, in the first place, which I think FMS agrees with us now. Hey, Tom, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you with us. We were just talking about the FCX 18.2. For everybody that's got the older FCX 18, Opie Factory flat skid fixes the low-hanging transmission that catches on everything. So go visit Opie Factory on Etsy, get yourself a flat skid, or upgrade to the FCX 18.2 that comes with that flat skid. Now, I know, Dad, you've been working on a new truck. Let me go ahead and pull up and share the webpage we can get some info on it, and then we can take a look at yours, tell us about it, and here in a bit. But you picked up the UDIRC Toyota LC80. Is this an LC80?
It's not an
It's the Land
LC80.
Cruiser. No, it
It's a
is the Land Cruiser. It's the new one.
Yeah, it's the Land Cruiser Prado.
Yeah. So this is a great looking little truck for 180 bucks. Comes brushless out of the box, white or gray. Let's see some of these key features. Approach angle and departure angle are all right. Not going to be a serious high performance rock crawler, but plenty capable and great trail truck. Counter rotating transmission. So it looks like a 2-speed. Integrated lights, metal gears, oil filled shocks, I believe. How have you been liking that truck so far?
Man, I'm loving it. It's a fun little scale rig. Performs like you expect it to perform, and then might surprise you with a little bit. So I've tweaked it a little bit. The servo in it was very underpowered. It was a 9-kilogram servo. I bumped up to 11 kilogram just through an Endura servo that I had laying around. Had to cut wires on it to make it match the receiver, and just soldered and taped it together for right now, with the right plug on it to make this work. But that definitely helped it. It's still a little underpowered. I can't figure out how many amps this is putting out. The BEC's putting out on this, so I need to sit down and test it one day, and I just haven't done it. But I played with the shocks a little bit, threw some brass standoffs on the shocks to get it to sit the way I wanted to with 63 millimeter tires. Definitely need to find a way to get more. Yeah, so stock is, I don't have one in here in this room. Let me grab one real quick. Yeah, let me grab one. Hold on.
I'm looking online, see if I can find it. It doesn't say. But UDIRC is kind of up and coming in the RC crawler world. We've seen a few featured on CK4RC's channel, and it sounds like they're making big improvements to their rigs. They're actively listening to community feedback and changing their designs based on what we want to have in our RC trucks. And Tom's got a question for you. What's with all the random brackets on the wall?
This is a closet that I haven't taken
Okay.
the brackets down yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm in the closet over here. So it's about a 57 millimeter tire stock.
Okay, that's
And
a
it's
big
not a
jump up
bad
to
tire.
63.
It's not a bad tire.
Beadlock? It must be.
No, they're just, right now I have it on this Jeep just because I stole these tires off and wheels off this Jeep. But no, they're just pop on. They're not even glued.
Oh, just friction mounted?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Land Cruiser is a great looking body, Dead Short. And Dead Short said, sweet looking BR1. So I think we need to see that here in just a little bit. I know you've been working on that thing.
I have.
Mr. 4610, thanks for joining the chat.
Let me put this up here. Put this up. This has been fun. I moved the battery up front to give it a little more front weight, but I'll figure out some more fun stuff to do with this. Try to make it better.
I've seen some of the lines that thing pulls, and it's no slouch.
It's pretty cool. it's surprising. That motor, and I don't know, it does better than what I thought it would. I think it can improve though. I think I can improve it. I'm gonna figure out maybe if I can run some other shot or axles on it. Um, Pivot balls are a funny size, so I'm gonna have to work through that problem. Uh, I want to find some longer lengths put on it, so maybe I build some lengths with the right pivot balls on the front and for a different axle. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna play with it. I don't know. So, Dead Short's asking about the WT Micro BR1,
Yeah, that's a
and
great looking paint job. Such a nice looking truck. What wheelbase is that truck?
so I believe, and I haven't. I think it's just yeah, it's going to be his WT Micro. It comes with a chassis and everything, so
Oh,
it's going to
okay.
be the Nano, the same as his Jeeps.
Yeah, okay. Pretty
But
close to a steel bolt, I think.
I was kind of looking at it, and because I just finished this Jeep uh, last week, and it's
That's such a good looking
stretched,
truck.
and so I was wondering. No, I don't think it. I mean, I could,
You could. I like the other one better.
and the other thing
Stretched
I was
looks good on the Jeep, but I think I'd keep it the stock length for that body.
so I was looking at this Bronco, and I was like, well, I wonder, and it almost with these little tires at the right
Oh
ride
yeah.
height could look okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know. I'm gonna play with it and figure it out. Lurko just finished his Bronco. It's sick. It's really cool. I haven't seen him drive it yet, but it's a sick rig.
Has he posted that out on Instagram?
He's maybe put some little shots of it out there on Instagram, but I don't know if it. I think it might have been on a story, not a post. It may be
Mhm.
there. I don't know. I've been airbrush crazy lately since I got it all set up, and I just finished this one. This actually gets these tires on it, but this truck gets the 63s on it.
I love that truck. It looks so good. You just need a Chiquita banana sticker on there.
I need to look for
Yeah,
one.
nice.
So that one just finished it. Finished that last week also, or maybe the week before. I've been ever since I got my airbrush rig set up. I've been airbrushing like crazy.
I
Um,
need to do that. I've got some projects that I need to make some progress on, and I just need a second desk to expand my workspace.
so this is the JJRC body, and I have decided that this body goes on it instead. And I just got to figure out the right way to mount the
Sick.
body on this.
Yeah, I love that body. That's a great looking body.
Let's see if I can get it. Wish I could get it in here. Oh,
Uh
let's see if I
oh.
can go back up. Every time. All right, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
great,
that's
good looking truck. Tomsky wants to know what compressor are you using for your airbrush?
um, it was on Amazon. about a
Amazon
year,
special.
about a year, I don't know, about a year ago, and it sat in the box for about a year. Never touched it, and just recently got it out. I can go look. It's in my sunroom. Hold
Okay,
on.
yeah, tell us what you got. I've got an old airbrush that I bought from Hobby Lobby many years ago for my wife for cake decorating, and she's never used it for cake decorating. So she said I can have it for painting RC cars. So that's my plan. Um, it was like a $300 compressor airbrush setup 10 years ago, maybe. So I have no idea if it's any good or not. Tomsky, do you know what makes for a good airbrush compressor? I've seen a couple people say you want one with a tank on it, so you got nice even uh, pressure all the time. It's not always running.
All right, so it's an Amazon special. It's a Vivo Home. It's a bright red thing, and so far, I mean, I had to I had to play with it a lot, and I had mess ups along the way, and uh, learning what acrylics work good in it and how much to thin them down was a little bit of a learning process. But I just got out sheets of paper until I felt comfortable and started spraying on cars, and then started having mess ups while I was spraying on cars and just worked through them, figure it out. But I'm enjoying the airbrush a
Yes,
lot.
I can't wait to get mine going. And yeah, Tomsky, I know nothing about airbrushing. Also, I've just heard thin your paint until it's thin like milk, but not as thin as water. So
And
whatever that means.
thin it with alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, because
Oh, okay.
it the isopropyl alcohol like evaporates really fast, and so your paint dries a lot quicker when you do it with the isopropyl alcohol. I learned, so it was kind
That's a
of
good tip.
yeah.
What percentage are you using? Because I've got some 70% here that I use for just touching up small oopsies, but I've also got some 91%. I'm not sure what is too much. Have you played around with that?
Well, right now I've got some denatured alcohol and isopropyl alcohol, but then I'll just mix it with a little bit of water if I need to dilute it some. And
Okay.
I don't know the percentages,
Okay.
but distilled water is your friend too with an airbrush. But I would definitely
Oh,
use
yeah.
distilled water. I wouldn't use water from your tap in it. Uh, that needle is finicky.
Yeah, we've
So,
got really hard water here in Oklahoma. So, yeah, I think distilled water is the right way to go. So,
all right. So we
everyone in
talked
the
about the
chat,
FMS.
yeah, I'm just curious. Everyone in the chat, have you picked up the FCX 18 yet? Are you going to? Are you going to wait for brushless? Are you going to wait for embody? What's everyone's thoughts? So that's the one you've been working on for a while, of a copy of your one to one, right?
It is, and it's rolling. I drove it a little bit today. Uh, Want to play with it. I'm going to try some smaller tires on it. I don't like. I don't know. I'm not happy with it yet. Couldn't keep these wheel nuts on it. I'm going to get some recessed wheel nuts to put on it. Uh, I just don't have enough bop with those. There's just how it is. First time you drive a rig, you figure out all the stuff that you want to change on it
Absolutely. Yep.
because it's not right. And so I'm at that stage with it. But
And Tomsky's
it
locked in
is.
on the SCX 24s, is not going to pick up the FCX 18. So Tomsky is an FMS hater, which I
That's
get.
okay.
Once you get enough parts for one platform, it's really hard to switch. You've got to rebuy everything. And yeah, the F100 is nice. I do want to see what else is coming. And they've been teasing actually a dually wrecker. I think today or yesterday they posted a few silhouettes of upcoming releases later this year and early next year.
Who has the dually wrecker?
FMS, they were teased. Let me see if I can find their.
That wasn't a Fair RC mod or something?
No, it might have been posted by Fair RC, but um, they are upcoming FMS releases. It's struggling on me right. Maybe that was on Facebook that I saw that. It's so hard to keep track of where I see stuff anymore. No, that's not.
Hey, Tom, you have a crawl at your house. Was that this past weekend or is it next weekend?
I think Tom's competition is coming up mid-September. Well, I can't find the teaser shot, but I'll find it and post it to Instagram later.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Fair RC will have mods. I think they've already got some for available for the F100. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine yet. It's going to be too long to be a good crawler, so probably a trail truck. But the one thing that I'm super interested in is the manual locking and unlocking on the FCX18. I think that's a pretty cool feature that they were able to scale it down. Let me go back to their website and share this. So they show here, and some people have noticed there's a little cap on the axles, front and rear, which slides the pumpkin off to the side, but it looks like we're going to have the ability to have locking and unlocking diffs front and rear on these FCX18s, which I think will just open up a whole new area of scale building and driving for the micro.
All right, so is it manual locking or
yeah,
is
it
there
looks like it's
something
going to
that
be
you
a
can add
manual
to it?
locking.
Okay, so you can't add a servo to it, and
I don't think so. I'm talking to somebody that got a pre-release model. He said it would have manual diff lockers.
Okay.
And Thompson's comp is on the 19th. I hope to make it up there. I've got to check my work schedule and see if I've got enough leave time to cover it and make it up there and back. Well, I'll be figuring out my logistics soon. My most recent build that I did a review on is the Datsun. Finally got this up and going, and it's a little line slayer. It is definitely my lowest slammed truck, so it's sits lower than any of my other builds to date, which will help out on the rocks. I did dribble a little bit of the underside of the body where the bed and the cab connected. I was hanging up underneath it, so I just dremeled that up higher. Um, but yeah, super capable little rig. I really like the Injora worm gear transmission. It gets the motor right up front, down low, right behind the servo, and just without any fooling around, I hit 60/40 weight bias without even trying. So if you've not tried the WG24 transmission, pick
What?
one up.
So you've got what are those Mias V1s
Yeah,
on
these
that?
are nylon Mias V1s.
What was the
Nothing real
total? What?
fancy about. It's like 500 grams. I don't
Okay.
remember off the top of my head, but 500 ish. So not a real heavy build, but not a real light build either. And I think most of that weight is just in the axles and transmission and motor.
That's such a sick rig.
I really enjoy driving it.
Yeah.
And yeah, my goal on that truck was to slam it and get it as low as possible. I did reach out to Endura, told them that my build needs small tires, but I wouldn't mind having a high performance tire in a small size. So I mentioned to them that we would like to see some 52 millimeter pin tires, and they said they would pass it along to the team. So who knows? Maybe we'll start seeing some small scale pin tires. And yeah, the creamsicle paint job, that was Josh Wheeler paint job, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that body came to me from Josh, and it was a box of like 20 bodies that I guess he, yeah, I mean, he paints that many bodies. Uh, but I bought it for like the whole box of bodies for like less than $100.
That's a
And
great deal.
yeah, so I've got the matching body. I've got a matching body to that one, uh, with tinted windows in it. Uh, and it's sitting in an acrylic case, just like a display case. And then I've got a blue one like that, that it's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I love those little Datsun trucks.
someday I'll build those. Uh, I've got, I mean, I've got them lined up to build anyway. So there's a lot to build. I still don't have a hitchhiker chassis, and I need
I
one.
was going to say, maybe we can hook you up with a Tomsky chassis. The Datsun and the Tomsky chassis, the hitchhiker, pair well together. They play nice.
Yeah, I need to build. I would build that blue one with one, and have another truck similar to yours.
Yeah, this it just sits as low as it can sit without cutting holes in the bed for the chassis to go through. You couldn't get it any lower. I don't think you'd want to get it any lower because I am going to scrape up these panels real bad out on the rocks. Already put a
Do
few
you have
scratches
the
on it
motor forward or the motor backwards on that?
forward.
Okay.
So motor is right there, almost touching the servo at full compression. Now, you really can't get it any lower. At full compression, the servo sits higher than the motor, in this chassis at least.
And
So,
so, what are your
Thank you for
body
the
mounts?
chassis. Say that again.
What are your body mounts?
On the
Oh, I
rear,
see.
so
I see the rears.
I made spec rear magnet mounts and glued a piece of plastic to the transmission for a little Velcro on the front.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of space to work in, especially with it slammed like this. My rear link riser touches the bed, and the servo touches the hood at full compression. So there's no space to hide anything in here.
That
That was
sits so
quite the
low.
challenge to get all the electronics in there.
That thing sits so low.
I love it. Yeah. And these are 52 millimeter Mavericks. And out on the
It's
rocks,
got
you
like
can
what,
get,
20 millimeters of ground clearance at the max.
oh God, less than that. Let me see. Oh, that's inches. That's nonsense. Here we go. The handy dandy ride height clearance checker. Let me find a flat surface that doesn't have anything on it. So underneath to the pumpkin, 15 millimeters, and to the body, yeah, about 20 millimeters. So yeah, good call.
Thanks to oh,
No place under it is definitely a belly drive. And you did talk me out of comp cut it because I could make some
oh yeah, I'm so glad you didn't.
from there. I thought about it. It would look cool, but it would be also be a shame to cut up such a nice looking body. It's got a good
It,
stock look, just slammed all the way down right now. I'll probably do some headlights at some point. Um, I'm not much of a solderer, but I need to keep working on my soldering skills. But I'll probably just pick up some pre-soldered LEDs to toss in here. I'm just not sure
I
where I'm going to
soldered
fit the
I soldered the two
light
receivers
controller.
today.
Nice. I've got one that I need to
Yes,
solder up.
and they were good, and they turned out good. They work. In the past, I've tried to solder a receiver and not had luck. These two that I soldered today, great, and I'm happy. Make an alternate body for that rig. Make it Lexan or something. It'll be a. Hey, Tom's on to
That's a
something
good
there.
idea. I think so. I can get a Lexan body and just chop it all to hell and have a little line slayer, and then this will be my just for fun cruising around the rocks. And if y'all are not aware of Layer Labs RC on Instagram, these are some of his scale accessories: cabin crawler cereal, some RC cola, a rattle can, some oil, and a some cups. So hit up Layer Lab. He's creating new accessories all the time.
Yeah, what I see today, he had a can of clear coat, a miniature one
Right.
1/24 can of clear coat.
Yeah, that's super cool. He's knocking out cool stuff all the time. I've seen some of his liquid filled jugs. Those are really nice looking.
Yeah, I I need to get some more of that stuff. I've got all kinds of scale stuff.
Yeah,
Where's
I got a grab bag from him. So I've got
there's a
accessories
like
for
boxes.
quite a few
I've got
builds.
boxes like this everywhere that I need to just dig them out and start using them.
It's fun. It just adds a little bit of character to the build. I feel like this probably needs something. I feel like a bag of trash or something here in the back would complete the look on this truck.
A spilled bag of trash, like stuff spilling out of the bag.
Yeah, that could be it too. I've seen scale leaves for railroads. And I think just packing some of those into a little clear baggie and tying it off would look cool. Just have a bag of leaves in the back.
Well, what is this? what time? You guys have a need for a brushless 10th scale ESC. I have a new inbox Holmes Hobby Crawl Master I want to trade for some stuff. What are you looking for? What do you need, Tom?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to a 10 scale ESC. I want to swap the Defender to brushless, but I don't have a lot of SCX24 stuff laying around that's not on a build.
I can always use something, but tell me what you're looking for, Tom, for in trade. Servos, ESCs, wheels, tires. I'm fresh out of servos. I've got stock servos. Nobody wants those.
Yeah, that's true. I do have some stock servos.
ESCs. I'll see what I have around. I may have some big kid tiny truck servos or ESCs. I have like 3 dual ESCs right now. I've got one in that one. I need another one for that buggy. Uh, I might have a dual ESC laying around that I need to get rid of. If anybody has any motor on axle rigs that they need a dual ESC for, yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll send you a DM on Insta. We'll figure some stuff out. I've got some stuff laying around that's just sitting there, stuff that I need to use and haven't used, or you know how it is. But
Speaking of dual ESCs, this just came up on Instagram.
I think it's
This is,
wicked.
isn't it cool? I can't wait to
Yeah.
see how this turns out. That is the coolest. I bet that thing boogies down the road.
That thing's cool. That is
It
that
is
a
very
that
cool.
Mofo hot rod, that dual motor hot rod setup.
I think it is, and Wisco is going to be painting it. And Ethan always does an amazing job, so keep an eye out on Wisco's page to see how that paint job turns out. Pork for absolutely.
I need to finish this rig. I haven't yet.
Which one is that?
That is a Top Road custom. And then it's got dual nano motors in it.
Oh, cool. Huh, interesting.
And I've got an ESC in there tuned for it. I just haven't messed with it. Haven't gotten the wires all tucked in there to where it clears everything yet. Trying to decide whether I want to rear steer it or not.
Rear steer would be
But
cool
yeah,
on that buggy. And
there's
yeah,
just a
Tom, we'll
lot going
figure
on.
something out.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot
Yeah,
more to mess with driving.
for
So
sure.
I've got dual motors on this one and rear steer on this one. So I'm thinking, just do a dual motor build on the other one.
Yeah, might as well.
This one's
I
fun.
still like that. Yeah, I still love how that one turned out.
I mean, it's heavy, and I may this would do good if it had some water axle. Really good if it had water axle. So I may throw some V3s on it, or
Uh-huh.
try to get a set of uh, stainless 24s,
Yeah, the
wide
plus
body
nines.
axles. Yeah.
Oh,
Or are they
speaking of
plus
wide
nine?
axles,
Yeah,
yeah, I think they're
that's
plus
right.
nine per side. I
That's
saw
right.
somebody posting on one of the SCX30 Facebook groups that there are plus eight SCX30 axles out there now. And it seems like they're from Axial. Let me see if I can find those.
Hold on. So I saw something on, and I was, because I leave YouTube playing when I go to bed. Uh, there was something the other night I saw from, who was it? Showing a bunch of new Axial SCX 30 parts, like new uh, brass hubs for
Oh, yeah.
from them, and like big, thick, heavy brass hubs.
Okay,
Who was it?
interesting.
Who was that? Again, it was, I was like laying in bed going to sleep, uh, probably elevated. Um,
Hey, Tall Paul, RQ Crawling is in the chat. So, yeah, here's the axles for the SCX30. They're nylon plus 8 millimeter SCX30 axles.
so that's going to be +4 per side, though, right?
Probably yes.
Okay,
Let me
nylon.
see. I like nylon. I am a big fan of that.
Yeah, especially in this third in the 30s, with brass hubs.
Yeah. Doesn't
They should.
say. It just says plus 8 millimeter, so I assume that's +4 per side because plus 8 per side would be
Can
a little
you
ridiculous.
specs and do an overall width?
Overview, compatibility, features. A-Main doesn't have the specs on their website. Hobby
And there's a
trailer.
wide axle rear there. Okay.
I would assume so, yeah. Let's see what Axial has to say.
What's up, SRQ? Uh-oh. Tom has something he needs to complain about.
Let me switch screens and go back. Tell us, Tom, what. Nobody says the overall width of these axles. But yeah, I'm going to have to assume that they're +4 per side.
I'm sure they are. Hey, hold on. I'll be right back. I got to look at something.
So, Tall Paul's secret nickname, TP. Well, Paul, what have you been working on recently? I know you've been doing some giveaways and, of course, tire tests. I've been working on some SCX24 Jeeps for buddy John and his daughter. This is his daughter's Jeep. I really need to get my airbrush set up to finish these the way I want to. The white one, especially for him, I've got some ideas that I think would work better with an airbrush rather than trying to rattle can it. Yeah, that's always a good thing, Paul. I've kind of been doing that too, is just giving my old rigs some attention, getting them the way they can be now that I've learned a whole lot more since when I first built them. Every once in a while, I think about messing with the Power Wagon, um, but the only thing I've decided to do is add some inserts from Logan's RC's logs logs.rc. He's been making some inserts. I've been trying those out, and I think it's time to move away from the Endura yellows on the Power Wagon, get some better sidewall support than I've currently got. Oh, Tom's showing up with comp rigs, getting his comp rigs dialed in for the comp on the 19th. Yeah, definitely getting ready for good crawling weather. It's been too damn hot this summer to spend much time outside. I'm looking forward to it cooling off, spending some more time out on the rocks. And nothing can keep Dad off the rocks. Even this heat, I see you're out there pretty much every day.
I went out there for about 10 minutes today and got one shot, and I came back inside. It's too hot out there.
Way too damn hot, and that's 10 minutes longer than I spent out on the rocks today. So I'm jealous. But tomorrow I may
I
be
got
waking up early.
frustrated. I was shooting. Well, I guess I was out there more than once. I was out there more than once, but I was out there shooting video of this, and it flopped, and it knocked the front headlight out.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So there's a headlight, and I cannot find that headlight in my rocks. Like I
Oh
picked
no.
up rocks, like flipped rocks over, looked for it, and I was like, "Oh well." Happy little accident. Came inside and painted it behind it, and just said that's how it's going to be.
Yep, looks fine to me. I can't
Yeah,
even tell.
looks like it's missing the headlight lens.
Yep, trail
So
trophies.
yeah,
And dead short,
exactly.
transplanted, built to crawl Bronco onto the Yep spec chassis. Nice. I've not used a Yep spec chassis yet. I probably should. I need to get my printer up and going. I've got to put a new motherboard in it. I need to flash the firmware onto it, and I just can't find the motivation to do that.
There's a Yep spec chassis.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I
Yeah,
did on
nice
that,
versatile chassis.
and I kind of got it clean in there for once.
It does look nice.
There's not wires because it's well. Hold on, that's that 3-in-1 Furatech system or
Okay,
two in
yeah,
one.
those.
It's
Yeah,
yeah. The ESC is like built into the motor housing.
uh huh. Those are nice. That it does make for a clean installation.
Ready to see how
Okay.
capable that thing is tonight
Paul
when we're
says we need to
done.
check out Maker's World. There's a couple guys out there that have refined the Yep spec chassis. That'd be interesting. I'd like to see what they did to it.
Oh, like a 3D printed Yep spec?
Uh huh. Yeah.
I'm just so leery of a 3D printed chassis in a fall and it breaking.
Just print up another one.
True. I mean, tear it apart and rebuild it.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Kind of a pain, but easily doable. Or print it out and trace it onto a sheet of aluminum or whatever you want to use that way.
Hey,
Later, Tom.
Tom,
Thanks
you
for
have a good
joining
night,
us.
man. Yes, happy little accident with the headlight. That's right, dead short.
We're coming up on an hour already somehow. Paul's had a few pretty good falls and survived with the 3D printed chassis. Oh no, he only broke the Yep spec one. I think we're about at that time to start wrapping it up. It's been almost an hour. Um, like we started talking about early in the show, I am reviewing. See if I can show it. The secure brushless V2 system. So there's the motor, and the ESC fits in there nice and tidy. And that is a 2 to 4S ESC, and now with a 5 amp BEC. So I'm excited to try this out. I've been driving this truck and trying not to strip out the diffs. They're already clicking a little bit, so I know they're not long for this world. Running it on the stock plastic gear transmission, so um, I've been trying not to break it before I can get my review done on that secure system. So going to be getting out probably to the lake tomorrow early before it gets too hot. And then got the FCX 18.2 arriving Thursday night. I'll get to know that thing and start shooting tech video. Like we'll tear into it a little bit, not a full tear down like Ken from the Shop Mini RC, but we'll take a look at a few things and go run it. And I'll do my review on the FCX 18.2. So I'm excited to play with that one later on this week.
I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of scratching it up. They look so nice, and I know right out of the box it's going to be a beautiful looking truck. But there's no shelf queens over here, so it's going to go out on the rocks and it's going to get scratched and some trail trophies and all of that.
That's part of it. It's
Yep, the first scratch always hurts the worst.
ah, no, not really, not for me. Every
Oh
one of
no.
mine has. Every one of mine gets scratched up. This one,
Oh, for sure.
I mean, as soon as it happened, like all over it, bad
Uh-huh.
scratches.
Yep,
And I was just like, well, that's what that truck would look like if it tumbled like that.
exactly. Scale
So,
realism. I'm kind of the
yeah,
Kevin Talbot mentality. Once something breaks, like, all right, it's getting it now, and just drive it until it doesn't drive anymore.
yeah. All right. Well, SRQ, you have a good night. Dead short. Have a good night. Nice inner fenders on that. Which one? Which one? Which one's inner fender? This. Which one had good inner fenders?
Um, the Glacier does have fenders.
Yeah,
I don't
yours
know.
does. Yeah, and it
Yeah,
had that whole hood area. That's what he's talking about.
yeah, yeah. This is not many people grab this truck. It looks so good, but drives so bad. It seems like it's kind of becoming a little bit of a rarity for somebody to have a Glacier, and this one's been stock for 2 years until very recently. I'd thrown some tires and wheels on it, but swapped for the WT Micro tires, and they just fit. It's a nice scale look, and they tuck really nicely in the rear, which I like. I think I want to keep this one pretty scale looking. I
That's
just need to
cool.
figure out a trailer hitch that'll work because it doesn't have a receiver for a hitch, but I'm sure I can figure something out.
A
I
little bit
do
of
think it's
super
time
glue
for a
goes a long
trailer.
way.
Exactly.
Oh, just drill a hole
Oh,
and put a. You got
that's
that.
probably what I'll do. Is just put a screw through the tail or the bumper, the rear bumper there. Next time we're live is the time that we're doing the giveaway. So 2 weeks from today on September 5th, that's when you need to join us for the giveaway. Everybody that joins the stream and leaves a comment in the chat is also following this YouTube channel. And then both of us, RC Crawling and Dad's Micro RC Garage on Instagram,
What's
will
up,
be
Rooster?
entered to win the SCX 30s. So you'll get your choice of one of the two. Yeah, looks so good, drives so bad. There's a few crawlers that I've come across like that.
Dead short. I'll be there tomorrow night. You'll see me. I'll say what's up.
I probably won't be. I typically do trivia at the brewery Monday nights, so I'll bring a little truck with me and my own rocks.
All right.
I think
Play the
that wraps it
outro.
up
Let's
for
get
us. Yep, it's been an hour. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We will see you in 2 weeks. And keep an eye out on Instagram and YouTube for all our projects that we've got. We'll be posting updates. We will catch you again soon in 2 weeks.